Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, May 31st, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. Hello, I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I remind my consciousness of what really has worth. And I think that's one of the things is, to remind yourself of what has worth for you. This takes it back to that Taurus energy that we were working with, but is a fairly important energy that's presiding over the day. Really quick note, I'm doing this video. I just recorded a video for a client in front of the window. We were having like a crazy thunderstorm and it looked so pretty. I decided to share with you guys, so enjoy the energies. Anyways, what has worth? This beauty to me has worth. That's going to be, I think, the main energy of the day, whether it is something that is very supportive of your day or something that's a challenge in the day. We have Venus, Trine, Saturn. So we have Venus in Taurus, and Venus already brings up that worth stuff. But Venus in Taurus takes that up a notch, takes it to another level. And when we connect it to Saturn, Saturn connects us to purpose, but Saturn also connects us to society. And in this case, what society may think has worth. And that's one of the things that we need to remember, that to each individual, there are different gauges of worth. There are different gauges of things that have worth. So what is worth something to you? What has value to you may not have value to anybody else, but it doesn't make it any less worthy. And today is one of those days where you get to apply this energy in your life and realize that these things that have worth, chances are they do feed into that purpose energy for you. It's also a day to appreciate beauty, appreciate the good things that are around you. It's so heavy and it's so dense and there's so many lessons coming up and through right now that this is one of the things that can bring you, I know it's backwards, but peace. Peace through these times. It's really important to connect into that energy. So what has worth? What brings you peace? What brings you back to the center, the centering place of like, that's a beautiful thing. Connect into that. Don't get too caught up in, I need to be this productive member in society to have worth. You're worth it as a bump on a log. You are worth it as a slumbering kitty cat. You are worth it as a human being, doing the being thing. So don't get too caught up in the society thing. Really show up for yourself, in yourself, honoring what you honor, valuing what you value, and not concerning yourself with what others or society at large thinks. Okay, so moon, dark of the moon, moving through Taurus energy. So as we approach the dark, or as we move through the dark of the moon, building into new moon energy, we do get to experience kind of a resurgence of last month's lesson. So here we have the worth lesson again. And today we have the moon connecting to Uranus. So dark of the moon, bringing up hidden feelings and stuff, reaching Uranus. And Uranus is that liberator. Uranus wants to help free us from our shackles. And one of the biggest shackles we often have is what we think about ourselves. The worthiness that we offer ourselves. So be very aware, if you have some dark feelings coming up around your worth or anything that you do value, that may be Uranus surfacing it, and today's a really good day to address that. Yes, we got an Alleluia from the universe with that. I hope you guys could hear that thunder. Of note, Uranus always does remind me of a thunder and lightning storm with like a rainbow, which is totally the conditions that we have right here, right now. So it's totally appropriate to be talking about Uranus. This Moon-Uranus conjunction is happening at 4 degrees, which is that Uranus degree. So it is meant to trigger. So don't think you're doing something wrong if you are triggered around your worth today. It's like, nope, you're ready. You're ready to face this thing. Like when triggers come, you're doing something right because you're ready to approach this energy. Moon in Taurus is also connecting with Mars in Cancer. So once you face these worth issues, today's a really good day to do something kind for yourself, do something nurturing for yourself, take action in regards to yourself, and that will support this worthiness process that you've been going through. And then finally, we have Mercury. Ooh, interesting. Mercury in Gemini in conjunct Pluto. So we have this at 22 degrees, master level degree. Again, that energy adds up to 4, so it can be a little bit triggering. Mercury in Gemini bringing up the consciousness, and Pluto can really tap us into unconsciousness. Pluto can tap us into some of our shadows. You know, Pluto is the darkest dark, the lightest light. And Pluto, especially in Capricorn, can attune us to those places where we have aligned with society, whether it's society's lights or society's shadow. So be very aware of your consciousness. Now, these are an inconjunct, which means you're not seeing quite eye to eye in this energy. There's usually some kind of obstacle to overcome. So it may be where your thinking has followed the herd and you're being called to shift or liberate your thinking, liberate your consciousness from there. Or it may be an area that you're being called to transform, and you can utilize your consciousness in order to transform this area, this thing maybe that's been going on for you for a long time, and it's time to oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Let's make a change. Let's make a little change. Let's take a baby step change so that I'm not following the same pattern. The other thing that came up is that there may be some conversations that have some power issues around them. So be very aware of your placement. Be very aware if you find yourself practicing any manipulation tactics or any power tactics in conversation. You are encouraged to be true to you. You are encouraged to be true to your soul. That's what you're here to be. You don't need to win, and it's not a competition. And I think if we started facing interactions like that, we'd find ourselves on much more even ground. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so the cards. Awareness. We are moving through veils. We are moving through veils of consciousness as we are aware of what we're doing. As we peel through these layers, peel through what's worth it to us and what's not. You know, this card, the miser, so often we hold on to these ideals, but are they your ideals or are they somebody else's ideals? Are they your morals or are they somebody else's shoulds? Be aware. We get to peel through these layers in and of ourselves. You know, take some time, connect into yourself, connect into your own energy. What's true to you? Somebody else can tell you, like me, I find this beautiful scene worthy, but maybe it just doesn't do anything for you. And that's okay. You know, there's no shame in that. Connect to what you connect to. Finally, I was so doing this earlier. Another reason I don't want to go on camera because my hair is all crazy from dancing in the rain, literally. Here's one of the things that I do. When it rains, I love to run outside in the rain and let it cleanse me. And also because I'm in California and we can have drought conditions so often, I love to thank my ancestors, thank the energies for sending the rain. So I was doing that earlier. But it is an encouragement to do the same. Celebration, dance in the rain. Keep finding the light through these challenging energies. The challenge is ongoing, you know, no sign of true relief. You know, there'll be brief respite, but no sign of true relief for a while. So it's find the light and celebrate in those moments. And even in those shadow times, what can make you dance? What can make you want to play in the rain? What can make you want to, throw your hair around a little bit? So, with that being said, take a second. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for this beauty and that I can share it with you, and I'm grateful for being able to dance in the rain today. You can always book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com for that. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you, and you do have the power. Namaste.